Alright, y'all. I'm back with Reverse 1999. Apologies for the delay in videos. I couldn't charge my laptop. We back though. Last time, we finished Chapter 2. Tender is the Night. Really good. Yeah, that had a bittersweet ending with the storm arriving and it taking Mr. Carson, Marion, and Schneider. But shut up. But we gained Sonetto and Druvis, so I call that a win. I do have enough to do a summon. It's just that I don't really want any characters that are out. So I'll just save for 5 days. Yeah, I can save. Alright, next is Nouvelles et textes pour rien. Amazing. Hands up and answer the question. Alright. Chapter 3, let's get it. I'm not gonna attempt to pronounce all that.
What arcanists regard to be more important is the knowledge from another pathway, which is often known as gnosis. Compared with mankind's knowledge gained from reasoning, what are the features of gnosis?
Oh, wait, hold up. Regarded to be more important is knowledge from another pathway. Compared to mankind knowledge gained from reasoning, what are gnosis?
Sonetto.
Ooh.
Miss, the features of gnosis are 1. It cannot be verified by an independent third party, and 2. It is impossible to be comprehended through reasoning.
Little Sonetto.
Exactly. And that's also one of the reasons that the knowledge of the study of Arcanum is hard to be accepted by the academic world.
Okay, I'm not sure if I'm brain farting, but I'm having a hard time understanding this. So, knowledge from another pathway, known as gnosis, and arcanists regard that to be more important. Cannot be verified by a third party, and impossible to comprehend through reasoning.
The academic research is required to be open to the public and can pass the independent tests. But the unpredictability of Arcanum will lead to the arcane researches to methodological agnosticism.
Shout out to the voice actor for fucking saying that. That's insane.
Thus, all the trainings and the scientific stabilizing appliances that the school provided for you is to overcome the instability of your arcane skill, in order to ensure the peace and stability of the human world.
All the training.
May the peace be with us.
Man, that sounds like something out of a horror movie. We are cooked. Oh.
Oh, j'ai presque été assez rapide pour répondre à cette question. Comment elle a pu être aussi rapide?
Ooh, hold on. I think this is the first time where a game does that. Of like, yeah, a character speaks this language, so fuck it, let's just let him speak it. Why not?
Next question. After the fall of the Roman Empire, the number of arcanists, along with the related literature, had reduced correspondingly. Who can tell us the history of that time in brief?
Miss!
Funnily enough, I think this might be the girl on the home screen.
Miss, I know this one.
Sonetto.
Damn! Oh, hell no. Favoritism. You know what? No, hell no. I'm on your side.
As the Roman Empire declined, some arcanists were tempted by the irrational side of their nature and applied magia naturalis in warfare and disputes over interests, which irritated the church and other powers of religion. At that time, people in Europe widely considered Arcanum to be the paganism that collaborates with the demons, hence the trials against Arcanists.
You know what? If they were to burn a woman alive for showing someone like a fucking card trick or something, I can understand.
In response, Arcanists struck back fiercely. However, due to their spontaneous character and the unpredictability of their whereabouts, their communication was unsuccessful during the fight. Both sides struggled in repeated battles. In the end, mankind, jointly led by both their religious and secular leaders, prevailed.
Mais c'est pas possible. C'est pas ce que m'a dit grand-père. Miss, she's wrong. I know the right answer.
Oh no, she's right.
All right. Give it a try, Matilda.
Matilda, okay.
For what I know, it wasn't Arcanists who started the war. The attack on Constantinople was waged by lordships in Western Europe to ransack the capital for resources and the literature of Arcanum.
Ooh, something tells me that's what actually happened. But they was like, oh yeah, this makes us look bad. Let's just let's just scribble it out.
The nursery rhyme my grandpa sang for me tells me all about it. And long ago, Arcanists weren't called by this
Yeah, they
name.
were called Arcane.
They were once gifted philosophers, diviners, or doctors, until they were put on the labels of pagans, freaks, and witches, and isolated by their people.
I mean, hold on, to be fair, if I were to see someone, granted this is me, 2025, like modern brain, but if I were to see someone like doing like actual magic, I would not treat them as like, oh look at this freak, go back to where you came from, Mexican or or something like that. No, I'd be on I'd be on my knees. I'd be like, oh my lord, my highness, your highness, something like I'd be glazing them. No pause.
They were entirely forgotten. The next time people saw them, they had this new name, Arcanists.
Inspiring. Do you remember its name?
Yeah, they were called. I already made the joke.
Grandpa never told me that.
That's right. Sit down, bitch. No, I'm playing.
How about the melody? Could you present several lines for the class?
Let me think. It was like... that's not it. That's weird. I can't remember it.
Smells like magic.
Ha! Don't remember a thing, but still feel confident enough to answer the question. Shame on you, little
Oh,
thing.
fuck no. No, I know your irrelevant ass isn't talking, bro. You got no picture, no name, and you didn't even speak up at all. This is your first and probably only line of dialogue. Sit down, bitch. You are nothing.
I was even having the rhyme last night. It's just
Sit down, please, Matilda. Sonetto is correct.
Yeah, I knew it was something like that.
Matilda, you have just transferred here. It may take you some time to get used to our curriculum. A rhyme can be used in studying folklore, but it's still different from a formal historical intelligence.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, theory time. She was just transferred here. So what if they messed with the brain? They was like, oh, you know what actually happened? Nope, not anymore, you don't.
Class, please turn to the last question of the test. After the Ottoman Empire seized control over Constantinople, Georgius Gemistos, a member of our Charon commune, also an arcanist and philosopher of the Roman Empire, traveled to Florence.
I just realized, these little ass kids are learning about fucking Ottoman Empire and shit. Like, ain't no way, bro. Like, are these, like, upper echelon kids, like, are we special needs to them? Shit, that's how I would see it if I was them.
He brought one classical literature of ancient theurgy into the city, which sparked discussion and later brought about the annual Humanists Gathering, the Chaldea Conference, where the study of Arcanum was debated over its use for mankind development. Who knows the name of his work brought by Gemistos?
Was it called Mein Kampf?
Miss, me.
Damn, bro, I'm Sonetto carrying the class. What the hell?
Miss, please, I know this one. I do know.
Her eyes fall on the desk next to Sonetto. There's a short wall made of books on the desktop.
Vertin, do you know the answer to this question?
Ooh.
Vertin?
The instructor walks down from the podium.
Vertin. She is absent again?
No.
Miss, I know the answer.
Oh shit, I respect her. She dedicated.
It is Chaldea Oracles.
Sit down, bitch! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm having too much fun. Alright, so I'm curious if this is a backstory chapter or if it's only like this original part. I'm gonna assume it's backstory because of like the background seems different.
No, you are not awake yet. You are still drowned in this mire of meditation. Sticky, swampy, and dark.
Swampy. Yeah, this is obviously a memory. Is this my memory?
Memory. Good try. The logic you pride yourself on continues to serve you properly. It allows you to make some good deductions here, like a biologist analyzing the cause of a humpback appearing in a swamp. But the answer will disappoint you, unfortunately. This is just a dream, an illusion they shoveled into your head. These people are very familiar with using coercive power.
They are?
A group of people in gowns. Their gowns are made of white polyester and are over knee length. There are 7, namely number 1 to number 7.
Alright, that checks out.
Probably only those odd number guys are here. Or maybe number 4 or 6 is also with them. Damn it, I don't care. What matters is that your classmate is among them. No, not the gentle and loyal one who always stands by your side. It is the other one. The one with indifferent outlines that makes her look like a refined machine. Let's skip her first name and only pay attention to her glorious family name. Like what most people do.
Hey, hold on. I want to hear this name. Was it perhaps Matilda?
Like sherry cask whiskeys to the alcoholic. Upman's cedar-aged Robusto Cameroons to smokers. And the Mesmers to the Arcanists.
What did they do?
Anything mystical. When they sit there and point at you with an iron stick, you'll pass out. When they put an iron ring around your neck, you'll feel burnt. You must be familiar with all these freaky tricks, because you are surrounded by freaky tricksters. Like that little girl who protects others with her glass-dipping pen, or that floating apple dancing in the air.
Okay.
The Mesmers know how to suffocate the flames of consciousness. They help you free fall internally to the bottom of the abyss, as you are now. It's really hard finding an Arcanist who can freely master such skill. As you know, scarcity causes tragedy. That was the start of her nightmare. When the child labor law was turned into a piece of wrinkled paper to wrap the sandwich. The young daughter of the Mesmer family was led to a room when she was 12. Before she stepped in, she had sensed the messy magnetic field on the other side of the door, thanks to her acute perception. Compared to humans, Arcanists are much more emotionally vulnerable. It won't take much to overwhelm them and force them to regress to animals. The Mesmers are merciful and professional. They will never turn away any patient who comes to them for treatment.
I don't like where this is going.
By then, you should realize the wrapping paper was never protecting the sandwich, but the hand. The mustard from an unknown bottle, the squeezed meatloaf, and rusty lettuce leaf. All were crushed and fell out from between the bread. Just like the chaotic noises and the raspy screaming that fill her ears. This filth contaminated the little girl's hands and corrupted the white polyester. It is indeed a good time for silence. Now you've noticed those exposed wounds on the machine, those marks from repeated washing and adjustments. Well, the traumata from childhood is usually hard to forget. Those memories are engraved in our heart and run through our veins. Eventually, they contaminate every single neuron with mucus snot. Since then, every inch of growth is an extension of pain. New bones will be eroded, and the condition can't be cured by cellular renewal. Both you and her are familiar with this. Okay, take your suitcase. Now it's time. Get lost.
Damn, that was fucking dark. It's black and sharp. It's hopping around. Touch it! It's mad. What's your wish, timekeeper? It would be great if I met you and your rebel first. Mr. Carson, where are you? Does a critter talk that much? Thorny and pure-blooded. Okay, real quick, before we hop into the next one, I wanna...
Today is gloomy
Shut up.
and somber.
I wanna
enough
check
as it
something.
is.
Knock first. Now walk out
Interesting.
and wait till I say, come in, please.
Seems like I was right. The last class is over. Students leave the classroom. Students leave the classroom with their friends in groups.
Goodbye, miss.
Oh, look at Vertin! Baby Vertin! Also possible thumbnail, so I'm gonna have to grab that.
I will just take another route. Sonato, come here. Is my book wall still there? She didn't push it down, right?
Ooh. Also, new possible thumbnail.
She didn't. She is nice. Unlike the bad potion instructor who turned my books into a puddle of mud. Oh, right. Guess what I found today?
I found out the government is lying to us.
Here,
Give me your hand. Look, the foreteller of the rain, the Hyla Arborea.
Oh, you know that thing gotta have some sort of warts.
I caught it through the school's front gate. I even got stung by the electric fence when I took my hands back.
Excuse me? Electric fence?
It keeps croaking in my pocket. Look, it's still raining outside.
Aren't you aware that you've been given a timeout, Miss Burton?
Huh?
I don't understand why you always skip classes.
Because she is built different. She don't need this shit.
You know that we are not supposed to pay too much attention to affairs outside the school. Please, don't bring me these pebbles and frogs anymore.
Aw.
These are meaningless.
Damn, that's fucking ruthless.
We are born to die martyrs.
Why? Just because the student handbook says so?
That's right.
I don't like the handbook. It smells like those stinky socks in the attic. Sonato, aren't you really curious about what is outside the school? You were also in that parade outside the school before. The pebbles, the frogs, the attic with stinky socks. They're just a teeny tiny part of the whole world. I once met a girl who came to our school.
Please stop.
Oh, wow, damn, that triggered something.
These are very dangerous things. The student handbook is protecting us. It is protecting us from harm and regrets. As the instructors have told us, to live is to lose things around us until the day we lose life itself to death. That's why we should only focus on the supreme missions.
Like, I mean, they're not wrong, but like, damn, these little ass kids, you couldn't let them like be teenagers before exposing them to harsh reality. Like, damn, what the fuck?
Until the day we lose life itself. To death.
Now it's coming, my lord.
What?
Don't forget my heartbeat.
Oh!
Failed.
What? I'm just lost.
Her dramatic segment has been reactivated. Increase the power, stabilize her psych cube. Try the next dream.
Try the next dream.
The artificial somnambulism therapy may not work on her, Mesmer.
Ooh, hold on.
You're here, Madam Z. All patients who have the symptoms of stress disorder need to receive treatments in the rehabilitation center. Her trauma level was assessed as a type 2. I needed to take responsibility for her health.
Back in the year when she became the timekeeper, she didn't receive any treatment. I know her well. She has enough power in her to make it through.
I'm just following orders, madam. It is the committee's direct order to treat Verton.
Alright, well, fuck the committee.
If you have anything to say, convince the vice president first.
She hasn't had any food for days. Gave her a glucose injection. I have a meeting later, so if you would excuse me.
Madam Z takes her thermos cup and leaves the room. The ward becomes silent again. There are barely any other sounds except for the slight electrical buzzing.
I did expect you would have learned your lesson in such a long time. Timekeeper. No. I'm more used to calling you Verton.
Interesting. Okay, theory time. This is either one of the classmates, or maybe this was like a teacher or something. but, like, I feel like, yeah, definitely newer in the past.
I have changed. Have you? Are you still suffering from those pointless things?
Alright, hold on. Before I get on your ass, yeah, they look around the same age. I'm gonna assume they were classmates. Pointless things? Ma'am? I know you ain't talking. You don't even got your own name. You are a junior. Oh, hold on. Don't get me started. She shakes her head. Her eyes shift onto the screen. The side tube amplitude is leading. Fuck. The side tube amplitude is leaping in a repeated fixed pattern. Burton doesn't give her a response. What is this? Explore the noises and riots. Yippee! Crew. Barbarella. What is this? Tap again. Load. Brain to get stats. Okay, so I could do that, and then and then I can level them up. Damn, I got 100 of these. Alright, well I'll figure that out in my own time. Oh, what is this? Devices. Time for the ability test. Okay. Please read the instruction carefully. Okay. Great challenge. Take the challenge to get drops and materials. Consists of multiple dreams, each tells a different story. Read the stories and clear to get stars. You'll get rewards according to the total number. You'll get rewards, total number of stars. New rewards every week. I'm just gonna assume this is like the simulated universe of this game. Yet again, I'll probably figure it out in my own time. I'm just here for a story. A touch of fresh green. The round eyes blinking alone. You can hear the sounds it makes everywhere. Take it along. The green is yours from now on. Frog doll. What is this? Habora? The petite ones that are good at jumping often hang around lakes or groves. They can always make it to under the leaves before the rain drops. This is how the students who paid attention at class locate where they are and catch them. Alright, makes sense. A record of the day in the Laplace Rehab Center. (7:30 to 8:30). Patrolled the lobby and the surrounding areas. 8:30 to 9:30. Reported for duty at the reception and received one visitor. Reciting the whole employee number? Can anyone actually do that? 9:30 to 9:35. Done with breakfast. P.S. The nut scone today was a bit hard. Pause. 9:35 to 12:30. Reception time. Smile, Sandy, smile. 12:30 to 1:30. Lunchtime. Roast spinach with potatoes and roast pork chop. 1:30 to 2. Reception time. Never had a pork chop this small. 2 to 3. Reception time. Where on earth is that 12 issue of Weird Tales? Who would steal a stupid pulp magazine? Damn it. Someone tell me the ending. 3 to 3:05. Reception time. Phew. Smile, Sandy, smile. 3:05 to 4:05. Reception time. There seems to be an uproar in other areas. Ugh. I think I need to use the bathroom. 4:05 to 4:10. Reception time. Okay. That was Just 5 minutes? Seriously? 4:10 to 5:30 reception time. Amanda should have reported for duty much earlier. She was late for unbelievably 45 minutes. I don't know why, I just blanked out. 5:30 to 6:30 reception time. Great, she's late. Late! How much longer do I have to sit in this dump today? 6:30 to 7. Take a deep breath, Sandy, and smile. Only 30 minutes to go. 7:30 to damn, she is tweaking. Apple, healthy, way to drink every hour. 8 to 9. Help. Deal with the fucking emergency. Someone please lock these lunatics. They are running towards the corridor. Request to leave. Mental trauma. Sandy was going through it. Stalky.
Hello, this is Soneto, the chief assistant of the Foundation's timekeeper. My employee number is SF38000000801102Y. Could you please register a visit to Ward 1525 for me?
I could make fun of that comically long number. Or employee number, whatever. But are we at the Foundation? This is our first time being here, I think.
Please present your ID. Hold that crystal with your right hand until the color changes.
Oh, okay.
What is the shape of the sun? A sphere or a cube?
A sphere.
Which is edible? Rubber, cabbage, or carbuncle?
Cabbage.
Does the rain come down from the sky or the other way around?
Both? Technically?
Can be both.
Okay, yeah.
You're good to go. Take these materials with you. The visitor guide is between the second and third page. Go in from the left, turn right twice, and take the lift. Keep walking and you will see the ward.
Yeah, I got all that.
I see. Thank you. Is there anything else I should know?
Yeah, Virgin, she's tweaking.
Just leave the number out next time. Will you?
What do you mean leave the number out? Oh, yeah, the comically long.
Huh?
The receptionist disappears once again behind the counter. Is that Sandy? I doubt it.
The nurses seem busy here. The registration is also more rigorous than it was before. I wonder if this is because of the storm.
Probably.
Turn right again. But there's only one way, and it goes left.
Oh, trust me. Have you heard of Harry Potter?
Did I miss any crossings?
Soneto looks back over her shoulder. A shadow swiftly disappears around the corner. Aw, hell no. You was set up.
What's that?
I don't know. She goes to the corner. There's only a machine with a shaking console.
Maybe I'm seeing things.
I always hate when series do this. It's like, oh yeah, maybe I'm seeing things. But you live in a world where magic exists. There's a fucking talking apple as a character. And seeing a shadow, sure, I guess. But like, I would be so on edge. The buildings of Laplace Scientific Computing Center have been cleverly designed. A crossing is hidden in this corner.
So, here is the junction to the right.
Hell yeah, secret door. I love secret doors. Sonetto walks to the junction and disappears into the light. Behind her, one of the doors in the hallway opens. A shadow follows. Damn, hold on. Let me... Oh my fuck... Alright, well, I'm just gonna fucking... Oh.
Press every button here to buy some time. Who was that? Could be a disoriented patient, or a mana spy, or... I can't get away from them. And I will not bring danger to the timekeeper. I will catch this person.
Alright, well, can I get a chance to, like, go back and, like, read all that? Okay. On her right, behind her, another door, open up, follow. Footsteps, sometimes near, sometimes far, follow Sonetto. Speeding up, it speeds up, slowing down, it slows down as well. Well then, let's go faster and faster, until the shoes are about to be lifted out from the ground, and even the ankles are starting to hurt. Go quickly, more quickly, quick, and now run. Damn, she was getting chased down. That's crazy. The elevator stops at the 15th floor. It's rather empty and spacious here. One can only hear Sonetto's footsteps, aside from the ever-going automatic broadcast in the building.
The Rehabilitation Center is established to provide effective medical services and trainings to the patients for their bodily functions to be restored. This center is managed by Laplace Scientific Computing Center. If you have any special requirements or have encountered any suspicious persons, please move to the ground floor lobby for help. If you are distant from the lobby, please press the yellow button next to the fire hose cabinets. The security on your floor will come to assist shortly.
The footsteps appear again.
They're here. I don't see any cabinets. That's fine.
If no help or assistance has come to you in time, you may take action to defend yourself. A free wake-up procedure will be administered on any unresponsive persons, if any.
Wake-up procedure? I'm starting to...
Good. Just what I need.
Is it wake-up procedure in terms of, like, patients? Or are all of them in, like, a linked dream, kind of like Penacony?
The sanitary trolley is parked at the next turn. I've left the biggest garbage bag on it.
She suddenly speeds up and quickly turns into the corner. The unknown follower becomes anxious and runs to the corner. Ooh, get caught, bitch.
Who are you? Speak up. Why are you following me?
The follower refuses to respond. It clutches the bag to cover its face and tries desperately to escape.
Stop! You're not getting away.
Show yourself. Who are you? The bag is struggling with all efforts. This is a battle of dignity. Sonetto feels it slipping away from her grasp, so she pulls out her wand and starts blasting.
May the peace be with us.
I saw who it was. You're not slick, game. I know what you are.
Matilda? It's you? I'm sorry. I thought it was someone suspicious, so...
Matilda buries her face in her palms and shrugs her shoulders.
Matilda, are you alright?
I don't know, getting suffocated with the garbage bag. Not the best feeling. Matilda gives Sonetto a push and steps back. Her face blushes.
Sonetto, comment oses-tu? Attack the monitor student in primary defense and disturb the peace in public. You!
Disturb the peace? As in, persona!
As your classmate used to be, I'm obliged to stop you from making a scene here and disturbing the patients. I'm here to give you my warning.
Alright, apologize for that. I think I'm hearing something, but I'm not sure if I'm losing my mind. She suddenly runs towards the other end of the hallway before Sonetto can possibly react to it and do something.
Please wait.
Bump.
Ouch!
Oh, isn't it the sonneteer? And our outstanding graduate.
Who's who?
I thought it was some acute mania patient getting out, waiting for my fancy transcranial magnetic stimulation therapy.
Ah, ça fait mal. Quoi? Sonneteer? How would I have anything to do with her?
Okay, so not her.
I'm Matilda Boiniche, the top 3 students in school, the monitor assistant, and the speaker of graceful French.
Oh, she's French? That puts her down on the list. No, I'm playing.
None shall forget my name after making the acquaintance of me.
I'm be real, I will probably forget your name by next episode.
I didn't, but I guess no one will remember the 3rd place.
Huh?
Go away! Go! Don't stand in my way!
Matilda, please take...
Matilda runs away without looking back. Sonetto stands there with a handkerchief in her hand. She was about to give it to Matilda.
She just ran away like that. There's even garbage dust on her hair.
I didn't know she was the one following me. I shouldn't have acted in haste.
Nah, I don't care what no one says. Sonetto was in the right.
Alright, get down to business. Sonetto, you are here visiting the timekeeper, right?
No.
Follow me.
Okay.
A little bird told me you went to visit Verton. Is that right?
Huh? Who's this?
Yes. How is she doing?
Oh, you know it's an evil motherfucker when they play chess. Wait, no, not evil. You know it's a smart motherfucker when they play chess. Also possible thumbnail.
Just like the other patients. Unconscious.
Artificial somnambulism therapy shall be good for her. It's been 4 years since she became the timekeeper. She surely needs a break.
Wait, you're telling me she's been doing this
Yes,
for 4 years, no
and I
break?
have no other opinion about this, Madam Vice President.
Vice President. Ooh, hi.
I'm here for another issue.
Madam Z places a stack of files on the desk.
The proposal of additional manpower submitted by the House of Integratus. I have given it consideration. It's not worth a committee hearing.
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to see your face or not. That is the most lesbian haircut I've seen in a while.
Are you here to talk about dead plans?
Yes, because I have the exact opposite view. Verton's suitcase will not be affected by the storm, just like the buildings in our headquarters.
Okay, I'm glad we're getting some lore.
Which means she will soon be able to form a team, indirectly controlled by the Foundation.
Ooh, okay.
I suggest putting her in command of an independent autonomous unit. With enough support, they should soon become another reliable force of the Foundation.
Is this a flashback? This might be a flashback before the game started, like before Regulus. That's my guess.
And it also facilitates a relationship with Burton.
The people Virgin brought back with her. Who are they?
Arcanists who have stable personalities, good command over their arcane skills, and some social experiences.
Alright, well, fuck me, that's not the case.
If you ask me, they are some pitiful exiles who lost everything in the storm.
Okay, hold up. Just because you had a cool introduction, you had kind of a cool outfit, it's giving me like fucking Genus from My Hero, and your name's cool, don't mean you can shit on the goat Sotheby, okay? Calm down.
So desperate, horrified, and overwhelmed, longing for something stable to hold on to.
Does this describe Drufus? Kinda, but like, I give Drufus a pass, okay?
Vertin is not here. Only the Foundation can give them what they want. But what can they give us in return? The innate arbitrariness of Arcanists, or questioning our beliefs of mankind's supremacy because they have nobler blood? Of course the Foundation needs new blood, especially those who are highly obedient and know the importance of order. That's why these poor refugees need no independent unit or autonomy. They need the guidance of disciplines, a teaching more comprehensive than what's been given to those naive children in school.
I'm gonna be real, I am not liking your ass so far.
I see.
Z seems chill, I'm cool with Z.
What you want is a group of dumb puppets.
Ooh, that's right, call her ass out.
I'm always the optimist in the room, and you know that, Miss Z.
You know what? At least she's honest.
This won't be so much of a dead plan if one day they can prove they are not some dumb puppets.
I don't know, have you seen Sotheby? She went crazy. She stayed up like all night trying to make like hallucinogen. Definitely not dumb. A deep sleep.
Tu calmes, maintenant. Tu calmes. Mais je n'ai suivi personne. Je me promenais simplement dans le couloir, comme d'habitude. C'est elle qui était mal intentionnée.
I know what character this is. This is the Sun Deer.
C'est elle qui m'a sauté dessus. Je devais avoir l'air misérable quand je m'en suis sortie.
Yes. I mean, no.
Je voulais juste lui dire que je lui ai lu dans la dernière divination. Les amis qu'ils ont amenés sont peut-être en danger.
Oh, that's not good.
Mais je ne sais pas quand Verta sera de nouveau consciente. C'était plus ou moins une personne remarquable. Sans compter que c'est la responsable de son étau maintenant. Mais je ne sais pas si je dois être en colère ou triste pour ça.
I know she's a Sun Deer. But who is she a Sun Deer for?
Son étau doit être terriblement inquiet pour elle. Si seulement je pouvais aider. Et ça fait longtemps qu'on se n'est pas vu. Ses cheveux ont poussé et sentent bon.
I'm gonna guess she's a sun deer to Sonetto.
Ah! Qu'est-ce que je viens de dire? Boucle-la! Tais-toi! Tu es Mathilda, la personne qui va battre les meilleurs de la classe!
She stops talking to herself and hears the sound of metals clanking near her. Then, a wind. An ice-cold wind.
Skull.
A weary voice emerges behind her back. It is a man in a patient's gown.
Huh? Who are you?
Your skull is falling. I was picking it up for you.
Oh no, this guy is tweaking.
What are you timber-chambering about? Are you a patient here? Where's your assigned care worker?
I saw it. I saw it all. Bodies breaking down into pieces. The tetrahedrons in cubes. Your head is a pretty octahedron. I can't let your octahedron fall to the ground too. Be careful with your ears.
Yeah, this guy is fucking losing it. Matilda steps back and moves away from the patient. She notices an iron collar on his neck, a common auxiliary apparatus in the rehabilitation center. There is a bunch of keys in his hand, some with red stains on the sharp ends. Luckily, the emergency button in bright yellow is located a few meters away behind him. Matilda takes a deep breath.
Thanks for reminding me. I will take good care of myself. See? This is my orb. Come up. Touch it. What's its shape?
This is...
His fingers turn gray and pale, a sign of frostbite. He tightens his fingers around the keys, like holding many sharpened knives in his hand, and charges at her wildly.
I see you didn't learn your lesson then. You have wounded a caretaker and took the keys. I'm obliged to take you down. May the peace be with us.
The storm took our friend from us. In fact, we all knew this would have happened, but it took place too soon, caught us all off guard.
And there were only clothes left.
That's right. I've looked up the directory of Arcanists in the US in 1929. None of their family is on it. She was Greco's biological daughter. Schneider was a pseudonym. I haven't worked out the reason behind this, but she was indeed...
Sonetto looks confused and painful.
a human who casts arcane skills.
Thanks for sharing.
So is that not common?
It could help with my disease analysis.
Mesmer adds something to her report. She spins on her swivel.
Timekeeper has been diagnosed with type 2 trauma. Do you know what that means?
That means we'll have to put her down. Pull the plug.
I don't know much about psychology.
It means she had suffered the same traumatic experience repeatedly.
Don't do my goat like this.
Even so, she showed no behavioral or cognitive impairment. Back then, as we held her down and put the helmet on her, she even advised me in an extremely calm manner. I agree with your judgment, but it's just for this time. She was the bellwether of the breakaway incident after all. I'll say she's been well behaved this time.
I thought Timekeeper is receiving treatment for her low spirit, but you said you held her down.
Ooh.
Oh, that's just another description of the method used for the same purpose. The aim was to ensure Vertin was unconscious and taken back.
Yeah, okay, bro. I do not trust yo ass for a second.
That's the direct order from the Vice President of the Committee, Constantine.
Oh, it would be from the fucking Vice President. I already don't like her.
The order from on high was given on the premise of rational thinking and consideration over pros and cons. You are not questioning the reasoning of mankind, are you?
I'm not questioning the reasoning of mankind. I'm questioning the Vice President and her lesbian ass haircut.
I am not.
I am.
Sharing the same set of values is the reason I'd like to share these interesting details with you.
I just realized I said I wasn't, but then I said I am. I'm cutting all that out.
Of course, if you were a pureblood human, I would appreciate you more.
Damn, racism in the HQ building. Wild. She turns her swivel to the artificial somnambulism? I don't know, some device.
Fairton's magnetic field always maintains a nuanced balance. She barely dreams proactively. So I have to deploy different dreams to search for the very first dream which reflects the source of her trauma.
How much longer is this therapy going to take, in your view?
However long it takes. As long as I receive a new order.
Soneto stands up furiously.
So none of these have been applied for the Timekeeper's well-being?
Yes. What's wrong with you, Soneto?
Oh yeah. It's yeah, we just haven't been taking care of your friend. You know, we've been treating her like shit. Why are you so mad? Like, holy shit.
I don't know.
I know what it is. You're in love. Okay, I'm done.
Sorry, I overreacted. I don't feel quite myself today. I can't tell what's wrong. Perhaps I ate something bad for breakfast.
Go back and rest if you're feeling unwell. Don't be too hard on yourself.
Thank you. Please, take good care of the Timekeeper. I'll be on my way.
Mesmer watches her walk out of the room. There's confusion on her face. She adjusts her cufflink subconsciously. The screen suddenly lights up. Particle groups start to flow on the screen. It is a dream initiated by the owner of the body.
Huh?
Okay. Wandering, being unaware of where this is, he has seen everything, but is still in the dream. Trapped in a neutral dream, or an artificial one. Black sheep wall. Oh, damn, we teleported.
In 388 BC, standing in the garden paths of Athens, there was an academia of philosophers. 36 human ideologists presented that day were thinking about the ever-present old question, just as you are.
Ass or titties?
What passes knowledge? What maintains the world's balance?
Man, mine's better.
Students, don't forget the exhortation from the philosophers.
Heritage, honor, rationality, responsibility.
The principal nods. He holds out his hands like a conductor.
This will be your lifelong pursuit.
May May the peace be with mankind.
He's pleased with the responses.
Last year, 45% of our graduates were chosen to work in the St. Pavlov Foundation headquarters. A particular excellent student has even been accepted by the House of Integratus. The rest of the children, too, have become frontline investigators, staffs a Foundation office in other countries, or professional soldiers dedicating themselves to the magnificent cause of mankind. For thousands of years, we have taken in countless young arcanists from workhouses and foundling hospitals, and have raised them to be outstanding students and models in every industry.
Why do I not believe you?
Soon, you will also be the backbone in preserving world order. And...
There is one student standing out in the neat line of students. That's my goat. She is in the wrong line, or say, is never in any lines. Sandwiched in between two neat lines, she looks like a pipe organ stop that has fallen out of place.
do you have any questions, Vertin?
No?
Then why aren't you standing in the line?
I'm sorry. I just wanted to see you clearly, since your speech was so wonderful.
The principal watches Vertin walking quietly back to the line. See, that's my goat right there.
You are the youngest child we've ever taken in. You were just a month old when you came to the school.
Huh?
And by now, you've spent almost 12 years in here.
She's 12 here? I would not have guessed. I was guessing like 7, 8.
I'd like to hear your thoughts since you are the most unique child in the school. Whatever the question or opinion is, I will respond with an answer.
Yeah, you're the most unique child because, you're the most special needs child. No, I'm playing. She stops.
Any question?
Oh no, this is gonna go bad. Alright, I'm ready.
Of course, as you wish.
What is the storm, sir?
A piercing sound. Oh god! I was not expecting it to be that.
May I ask, how much further do we have to go?
Yeah, she 100% got in trouble.
What?
Till we get to the guardhouse.
We're almost there. Don't worry.
Okay.
As your punishment, no dinner will be served tonight. You will stay here until tomorrow. Someone picks you up at noon.
Okay.
Oh, bro, the fucking voice actor.
I won't ask you how you knew that word, but you have to promise that you won't mention it again.
I promise.
All right, here we are. This is not some friendly place. The arcane skills I taught you before may help. I hope you have paid close attention in that class.
The instructor gently pushes her back.
Get inside. Think carefully, or next time it won't be just confinement.
Oh, you pissed me off too. A damp, muddy room. Water keeps dripping onto the ground intermittently. The ground is covered by old footprints in disarray. Buzz, buzz. Something is wiggling in the dark.
This is... the Shamir one.
Under the dim light, these worms, less than 2 inches, are crawling across the ground towards here.
So cool.
You know what? This is why Vertin the goat. Always staying positive.
It's said that the Shamirs are marvelous creatures. Even King Solomon searched for them for years. They're incredible engravers, more skilled than the greatest craftsmen among humans. They can engrave on leaves, metal, and gemstones, build a sacred temple, or destroy a giant vessel. But now, they've become tools for punishing naughty kids.
A round Shamir firstly crawls up her calf, interrupting her thoughts. It starts to do its work.
Oh, it hurts.
Oh shit.
There are at least a few hundred Shamirs here, and they're all moving towards me.
Okay, bro. Really? Really? That's how you're doing this? That's how you're doing this, really? You're gonna put this little ass girl, 12-year-old, in a room with hundreds of these fucking worms?
The instructor did teach 2 incantations to repel insects, but Shamirs are not any ordinary worm. They were in fact a kind of advanced critter. The elementary arcane skills won't work on them.
Oh, hell no. I need that teacher executed.
Let alone there are no signs of my arcane abilities up till now. Maybe I'm not an arcanist at all.
The second Shamir has successfully landed on the moon. They are hard-working twins. I see.
Ouch! Please don't bite me 2 times in a row. No, stop. I have to focus now. There must be a way I can think of.
My goat Vertin doesn't deserve this. Let's look around. Patting the Shamirs off and thinking.
Water keeps dripping down from the side of the ceiling near the window. But it hasn't rained for days.
Ooh, hold on.
Here is a thin layer of mud on the ground. Judging from its volume, it's not likely to be brought in by other children who were once here for confinement. The dripping water has made the ground uneven. For these tiny worms, these descending areas are like impassable gulfs. Could the ground be left like this so as to slow down the worms and give us the time to cast incantations? But why would they gather around my feet?
It is not mud on the ground. The floor is covered by a heap of grains and corns, which make up 1 square foot of the room. Under such dim light, one can hardly realize that they are standing on a pile of mushy oat brands and corns.
Is this their food? Turns out their route has been planned already.
A yellow wool blanket lies in the other corner of the room. No Shamirs have yet approached there.
Wool? Oh, so that's the case. The legend says that the way to store Shamir worms is to wrap them in wool and store them in a container made of lead. Which means the wall of this room should be made of...
Picks up the wool blanket, wipes it on the wall. An off-white mark appears on the blanket. It's alloy, quickly forming a film on the surface. This has to be lead. I'm not sure how to say this. Lead to carbonate?
This is poisonous to them. Well, to me as well.
This is when a handkerchief comes in handy. It would make a good mask and glove.
I have everything I need. Grains to lure them and wolves to drive them away.
Nah, baby Vertin was smart as fuck. Smarter than me.
The solution.
I'm a grown-ass man.
Alright, let's move. Expel them to the corner.
Lead, ash, wool, and grain. One of these will work on them to some extent. The tiny sound of gnawing is nowhere to be found. They have left, at least for now. There was not only darkness, hunger, silence, the dim light, and little trouble. Aside from these elements, a standard guardhouse has two other things. Critters which are not too difficult for kids to handle, and tools for the kids to solve the problems. The interior of the guardhouse will be examined and evaluated regularly. And every week people will come to maintain the facilities and clean it up. However, some words in childish handwriting were left in the room. They were written on crumpled little notes or on the corner of the wall. Looked like hints or were left there for reasons which are unidentifiable. What did I even say? Which are unidentifiable now. For some reason, these fragments of information were never completely erased in the frequent cleanings. Holy shit, I cannot talk. Alright.
Oh, go, the sun, the beats, the waves. There might only be the sun.
Level 20 gift. Okay. I know I said earlier I didn't want to do a summon, but I gotta end this video some way. So I can go for Wind Song. I could go for... Hold on. You know what? Voyager looks cute. Let's go for Voyager. Alright, summon time. Will I get anything good? I don't fucking know. Ooh, hold on, that looks good. Open all. 6-star. Let's go. She looks lost. Are you okay? Actually, now thinking back, I think it was guaranteed. If it's guaranteed, I feel a little bit retarded. Select a character rate up. It's a rate up, but it's not guaranteed, so I think I just got lucky.
Aloha!
I bet.
Anyone around?
Okay, we officially have,
Miss Burton.
Here we go, favorited. Alright, I got another singer person. Yeah, I'm be real.
Hello. Welcome to the
Necrologist
Tombstone
is
Music.
here
My apologies.
in the favorited list.
I'm losing it a little from all that I've had to do.
I don't need to explain myself. Y'all understand, right? Alright,
Good day,
portrait.
my lord. You're too kind visiting me.
Hold on. Can you talk again?
Good day, my lord. You're too kind visiting me, and I regret to receive you in a room of nothing.
I like your voice. Alright, what is this? Second one, shiny diamond. And then we got another dupe for...
It's always lonely to stay somewhere quiet for a long time.
And we got another 2.
You'd better really have something important
Whatever.
to say.
I didn't even realize I got a dupe for Apple.
This apple's expiration date?
Alright, let's do that.
Oh, it's our genius. Any insane
You know,
ideas?
I don't even want to talk to you. Just take the dupes.
Oh, finally made up your mind to share some secrets. Are you here for Louisa or Louisa?
What are you looking for?
What satellite?
115, 116.
First, just to be sure, you didn't bring any coins, did you?
Oh, she's cute. And that's her maxed out. Big. Yeah, most of these 3 stars or
You are granted an
yep, 3 stars.
with the darling.
Alright. But with that said though, I'm gonna end it here. Good my fault, I had to stretch. Yeah, good return back to recording after a couple days. Womp womp. Yeah, interesting, very interesting, good stuff. I'm just yapping. I got nothing. If you made it this far, thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll see you later.